With us now, Jim Trusty, former attorney for Donald Trump, current partner at IFRA Law. Mr. Trusty, good to see you. Is it time now to sequester this jury?
Well, there'll be some measure of sequestration. It doesn't necessarily mean they have to be shuttled off to some sort of hotel somewhere and separated from their families. They'll be told, at the very least, as they were today, do not pay attention to any media, do not try to research this case in any way. I always wonder in my heart of hearts whether that has the exact opposite effect on them. So I don't know. I don't think that there's anything that's really changed the overall process where they suddenly need to be sequestered, but it's an option that the court could use.
We've seen what's happened just in the past couple of days, and quite literally every day has been crazier, including members of the jury getting kicked off the jury after they've been put on the jury and before the trial even started. 12 jurors, 6 alternates, 6 to 8 weeks possibly of testimony. What is the chance that we actually get to a verdict versus having a mistrial between now and then?
I think there's a pretty good chance. I'll tell you what I'm worried about, and you just kind of put your finger on it a little bit. We have this culture now where jurors and even failed jurors go on TV and talk about it. And so we have this kind of celebrity juror culture. The voir dire process, the jury selection process in this case, was very quick. 4 days for a high-profile case of this magnitude is horrifying from the defense perspective. I think there's a real likelihood that there are jurors that are sleepers, that are saying to themselves, I want to be on this jury, I'm going to hide my bias. And to try to expose it in about 15 minutes of questioning from the defense attorneys is pretty tough. So I think there's a lot of mischief in this case, starting from how it even got prosecuted. I don't know that the issue is that you're going to lose jurors, because I think some of the jurors that are on could be problematic but will be determined to stay on. Whether they can all coalesce and reach a verdict after 6 or 8 weeks, which is a long time for a case of this kind of small facts, that'll be interesting, and we don't know. And we really won't have any flavor until they knock on the door with a verdict or announce that they're hung.
Okay. Yeah, a lot to unpack in terms of the jury selection process. I know there's already been talk about appeals. You've had to advise Donald Trump as an attorney. And like it or not, he's going to have to sit there at the defense table for weeks now and endure this testimony. We've heard the reports that he's fallen asleep. Whether that's true or not, we don't know, but those are the reports. What would be your advice to him, just in terms of how to act sitting at the table for the next 6 to 8 weeks?
Yeah, well, first of all, jury selection is, even when you're involved in it, it's kind of like watching paint dry. So the thought that anybody might close their eyes for a second or even a minute or two, it's pretty common stuff. But look, in terms of going forward and the guidance, I think there's a couple of things. One is, no matter how outraged you are to be on trial and at this time and under these facts, you've got to recognize that there's some risk that any sort of anger, any sort of disrespect for the court is going to bounce back and hurt you with the jurors. And that's the key here. You got 12 people. You only need 1 or 2 to hang this thing. So you've got to be on pretty good behavior to make sure they don't ever take it like you're mad at them or that you're offended by their participation in the process. So let the lawyers do the fighting. Be attentive. He's a very electric personality with a lot of energy.
You think is he that disciplined enough?
Well, we're going to find out. But look, I think he recognizes the stakes are pretty significant here, and he's got to be there every day. He's got to be on relatively good behavior. I don't think it's going to be that hard for him, but he's also just not unlike a lot of kind of C-suite white-collar defendants that you get in this world, because they're used to success. They're used to controlling everything, including the agenda of the day. And so it's a very maddening, frustrating situation to be sitting there with other people kind of controlling your fate. So I don't have any doubt he'll struggle in terms of just maintaining, his respect for a system that seems hopelessly flawed. But I think he'll also be kind of tactical enough to recognize that there's no upside to alienating the jury during this process. They're important people right now, and he's got to show some respect for the process, even if he doesn't feel it in his heart.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven unbiased coverage.